And especially nowadays, we can get a lot of tropical activity that can influence the pattern locally. In fact, just in the last hour, this disturbance that helped to produce the rain that we had over the weekend, well, the core of it has moved over the warmer Gulf Stream of the western Atlantic, and it's organized just enough, a little ways off the southernmost tip of North Carolina to become our latest tropical depression. Now this, even though it's about 500 miles from us, is not going to have an impact directly on our weather because the forecast for this depression keeps it over the Atlantic waters. Maybe a concern for perhaps near Bermuda, but even in that case, it should stay a little ways to the north. However, it is forecast to keep strengthening and likely becoming a tropical storm, staying at that level. The upper level winds are not quite needed to cause this storm to form and develop and strengthen. So we're looking at a relatively hostile environment, but again, staying over the open waters and really not a huge impact anywhere. There are other points we need to monitor, especially in the Caribbean. This zone here just south of Haiti has a high potential to develop as it moves to the west, but this stays on a more westerly path and maybe more towards Central America, not set to curve to the north, at least not according to current guidance. And then in the other side of the Atlantic, this zone of frequent wave activity, also very active, but none of these really showing much potential except for one that's still over the African continent and some long-range projections between 5 and 7 days showing some development potential with that as it moves over the waters. Next name on the list, that tropical depression in the western Atlantic, could take the name Nana. Omar follows that, and then Paulette. Nana would be 2/3 of the way through the set list of names that we use to identify the storms. And you may know by now, because of the expected activity, we may go into that Greek letter alphabet to identify storms if we go past the